Right, there we go. My braveness property, like,
Come on, damn you. Stop bleeding!
The paladin presses a wad of fresh bandages upon a steadily bleeding leg wound. For a moment, it seems to work, but then the bleeding suddenly gets worse.
Damn it!
yeah, what's happening there? That one's unnatural.
The paladin grits her teeth and readjusts her grip on the wound.
I'll be amiss from this world soon if this bleeding wasn't slow.
How'd you get the wound?
One of the magisters didn't know when he was beaten. Drove a spear into my knee. He should have aimed higher, though. I didn't give him a chance to land a second blow.
Alright,
The bleeding stopped. Thank you. Wait! No! It's starting again!
Not much bloody order in this.
what's a way to save her?
The
No.
paladin is still trying to stem the flow of blood.
My thanks. This is just what I need.
The potion takes effect, but then your ear catches the faintest sound of angry whispers, and the bleeding suddenly intensifies. The paladin clamps her hand over the wound in an effort to stem the flow of blood.
What's going on? It looks like it's nearly stopped. Then it just starts again.
Well, if it's fair game, I'm taking it.
This makes no sense.
What makes no
Wait,
sense?
They give out promises like sweets, luring the weak. Don't listen to what she says. Her evil will slither into your brain through your ears. That's how they do it.
Vanish.
This way's off limits.
Stay back. It's for your own good.
Who or what is behind it?
Found the undead freak here already chained up by the magisters. They say she's a witch. I say
Her voice freezes into a harsh whisper.
she's a demon.
They're holding this witch prisoner then.
Damn right. Lucian spoke of creatures like this Windigo. They spread their black magic to our children with songs and stories. Makes me sick. Our little ones, tools of demons.
I've encountered Wendigo before.
You know this trickster?
Yes, she's something much darker. You need my expertise.
Well, go on then. Probably doesn't matter who breaks her, so long as she gets broken. Just keep your head on straight. She'll try to make nice. Creep into your thoughts. Keep her out of there, alright?
You really think she's all that dangerous?
Dangerous.
No, she's not got much power left that her lord has abandoned her.
How did you... Yes. What's this? Who are you? I can't deal with any more interruptions today. Give me room, lizard.
She cradles her head in her hands, then pivots towards the prisoner. Her mouth opens, yet nothing spills forth. No sermon, no screed, no threat. She turns back to you and grimaces.
Too late! The spark's been snuffed. I trust you come bearing gold or godhood for me, to have interrupted such a sensitive interrogation.
What's a crime?
What led to this freak's imprisonment is a mystery as unsolved as the
Shit, I
void
needed those
itself.
power things.
We found her already caged, cursing the magisters with hexes vulgar enough to turn even a dwarf's cheeks red. The evil is strong in her. Her words are soaked in it. They squirm into your mind, planting warm memories you've never had, mesmerizing you with candy-sweet sights and scents.
Visions of Windigo's attack on the vessel sailing to Fort Joy fill your head. You look to the sound, and your memories contort and coil. Windigo cradles you in her arms, stroking your head as the waves crash around you. I'm sorry, Buttercup. I was bewitched by his promise. Forgive me. You shake your head and the vision is gone. Your eyes rest not on the prisoner, but on the paladin.
Yes.
The paladin sighs, in, then out. Her jaw relaxes, her hands unclench.
A sorcerer. You penetrate my thoughts as she does, yet you leave behind clarity. Not fantasy. I understand now. You are as dangerous to her as she to us. I will give you the space you need then. May Lucian be your guide. Things are under control. For now.
Thank you. That cough business, Phil.
You step up to the cell to look at the skeleton you know to be Windigo. The barrier mutes her source, but it isn't her source you fear, but something more, a shadow. She says nothing, but you still hear her words.
An unexpected pleasure. For both of us, I'm sure.
She looks to the nearby device, and an urge engulfs you, an urge to power down the device to release Windigo from her cell.
What's the game by freeing you?
Her mouth remains closed, yet her voice settles in your mind like a damp fog.
There are others, his chosen, yet I am no longer among them. They seek what you seek. The hammer. I am ready to share what I know. The God King rejoices as long as I am chained. Free me, and we might hobble him.
The voice is gone. Windigo is still.
So what's this thing?
You reach your hand towards the device, and your inner source is stifled, as if you'd never rid yourself of that cursed collar.
Yeah.
After a bit of tinkering, the machine whines pitifully, and the shield surrounding the cell flickers off.
Come to me, sweet.
She steps forward, slowly but confidently. She holds out her hands, bony palms up. They emit no fire, no ice, no curse.
The God King no longer grants me his favor. Mask ripped from me and flesh flayed to bone, because the God-woken still walks Rivellon. Now he's chosen another. I should hate you for what you've done to me. Hate you for the hell I've lived. But I hate him so much more. He loved me when I was useful. He cast me out when you failed to die. Go to the new chosen. See that he suffers. See that the God King suffers. In your name and in mine.
Why'd you ever ally the God King?
The Covenant. It sounded so beautiful. Eternity right there at my fingertips. Yet it's all a lie. There is no grand reward, no enduring prosperity. Just slavery within the void. The rule of a hellish hand.
Why does the skeleton have boob mounds on her clothes.
I was so naive. The God King told me I was special. He came close, and then closer still. Hearing him, feeling him, it was like crashing over a cliff and having him catch me over and over. I failed him. You just wouldn't die. Of all his punishments, the harshest was the emptiness, the lack of him. I thought if I could just regain his affection, I might taste it again.
Who's this other chosen?
Linda Kem, the God King's current beloved. No more skin in his real bones than on a peeled jackfruit. And it is not only his ear the God King whispers into. The dwarf called Isabel. She bends to the king's every whim. If you want to get to the God King, you go through Linda Kem. You topple his tower of lies. No, the God King's special boy.
How can you be certain he's a black ring?
It wasn't difficult to figure out, I assure you. I came seeking Dallas. Kem wants her, too, as anyone could tell you. I crashed one of Lady Kem's little tea parties, did a little snooping. The void's vapour there was plain as night to me. You'd suppose we should work as one, but no. The God King loves to play his game of favourites. Kem was promised a place at the table, and he's doing what he must to secure it. Alone.
What about Isabel?
Yes, her.
How do you know she is working for the God King?
Goodness. How could I not? Her work on Black Peak Isle is legendary, or so she tells it at least. The king has an eye for the arrogant. They make such valuable stewards as they clamour for his favour, as I well know.
Do you know where she is?
I can't say for certain, but I bet you could simply sniff her out. She's got quite a nose for the fetid. Find the foulest pile of shit you can, and she'll be wallowing in the middle.
How did you end up here?
The God King. He said if I could find Dallas, eliminate her, I could take my place by his side again. But Kem, he doesn't like competition. All it took was a few whispers. They spread to the Magisters quickly. The Magisters, they've got ways of silencing source. They knew exactly what to do. The Paladins, well, when they found me, they'd no idea what to make of me.
So you're still bound by the Covenant. What's next?
I go to Kem. Or his estate, rather. He's got a sworn breaker scythe. It'll free me from the Covenant. I'd be mortal, yes, but no longer a slave.
This creature, this monster, would have seen us drowned at sea. Kill her!
If the God King has truly abandoned her, then this is our chance to slay her. Once and for all.
Windigo has done nothing before to earn my trust. This changes nothing.
Here, take this Stormbreaker I happen to have.
Consider me moved, Godwoken. Your mercy is boundless. Before I leave you, I have something for you. Something I learned. A touch of void, if you will. And now I break his shackles and end this misery. No goodbye has ever been sweeter.
Windigo's bones clatter to the floor. She is free to enter the hall, free of the God King's shackles. You hear a voice echoing within you, Windigo's voice.
I am me, and only me. The next move is yours, Godwoken.
Failed her, Lord. It was her lord that failed her.
You give her far too much credit. She was no more than a blundering slave, unfit for the lone task she was given.
That'll give me a shit ton of more of... I'll lose a bit of point in pyrokinetic. And I'd lose the rune that gives me strength. Control Voidwoken. I like this one. She's giving me something very fucking useful. That should up Fane's damage quite a bit. Now I want the Swarm Breaker that's no longer useful. No. I don't have an option to go tell this woman. Why, I just learned. Then why should believe me? Ooh. Warfare, Necromancer. Right. Magic Armor 1/6, 2000. Hers are pretty powerful, his is pretty powerful. Yeah, so if I give it to... What's his fire resistance up to anyway? 61%.
This makes no sense.
Oh, that's when it leads into the sewers where Isabel is.
Prisoners can't just vanish.
Well, hello again. Welcome to my very, very humble abode.
So what's your side of the story?
Yes, I heard it too. The man has some curious ideas about what constitutes treason. I refuse to raise a hand against fellow members of the Divine Order. Refuse to buy into Kem's lie that they're all Black Ring puppets.
What do you know about Game?
Kem's always been a hard man. His steel was forged in the war with the Black Ring. But recently there's something else. He's turned cold. Not cruel, exactly, just harsh. Dispassionate to a fault. They say it's the Void Woken, that he's too worried about Rivellon to worry about people. Maybe that's it. Or maybe years of fighting finally broke him. Your guess is as good as mine. Although, I've heard whispers. There are places in Kem's mansion that nobody goes but him. One has to wonder what he gets up to.
Where did the tension come from?
Tension? How quaint. That hatred has been simmering for years. The Paladins see the Magisters as a threat to their order. Pig farmers leading lords, as they say. But now that some white Magisters have been found colluding with the Black Ring, now that Kim has his excuse, it's war. I'll see you again, I hope. The company in here lacks a certain charm.
Well, talking of which.
Come on, let me out.
Piss off, Paladin scum.
Watch your mouth.
Why? What'll you do? Kill my friends and lock me up? Go and die.
She spits at you. From the darkness of the look in her eye, there'll be no talking to her.
Where are all the prisoners? Where did they go?
Right, we'll continue this in the next episode because that's been about 20 minutes, which is supposed to be the time. I just sometimes get more time on because of things happening like battles. So, see you next time. Bye bye.